known Jordan almost all my life, since preschool. I'm not sure exactly at which point my parents stopped letting me play with him. It might have been when he wrote a bad word on my book bag in elementary school. No, it might have been when he invited me over specifically on Halloween, to trick-or-treat at his house, and then jumped out of a tree with a machete and scared me to death, and I almost had a heart attack at the ripe old age of 9.
Never forget the time when I was 16. I had just gotten my license. Jordan was in town visiting. We're driving in my mom's station wagon. And well, long story short, and I get into an accident. Jordan's in the car with me. And the police come, they ask for my insurance information, they ask what happened. And Jordan said, "It was his fault, officer," pointing at me.
The thing about Jordan is he always had everything first. I don't know how he pulled it off, but he was the first guy to have kangaroos, the shoe. He had braces first. He had glasses first. He got contact lenses before anybody else even had glasses. And for some reason, hang on a sec. Yeah? Yeah, hey, what's up? Well, listen, you tell that guy that I'm not gonna do it for anything less than 2 points.
So we decided to come back to the source here, kind of where it all began. And the reason we wanted to do that is because actually the three of us haven't been here in quite a long time. So for us, as well as hopefully for Jordan and his family, this is kind of coming back to our roots.
There was always a point at the Friday night service where the kids, a lot of kids anyway, would leave and go out and congregate in the hallways outside of the sanctuary and just start practicing some kind of mischief. Jordan was always in the sanctuary listening to the rabbi's sermon every week.
In 7th grade, we were in speech drama class, and Jordan announced that he was going to drop out of speech class. We were on the 2nd floor. Jordan opened the window and jumped out of the 2nd story junior school building.
We were, I guess, maybe 12 or 13 at camp, and in each camp, because of safety codes, there was a smoke alarm on the roof. One night, the battery was low and it kept beeping. This annoyed Jordan to no end, so Jordan climbed up on the top of his bunk bed without using a screwdriver or anything, ripped it off the ceiling, threw it on the ground, and jumped on it until it smashed into about 1 billion pieces.
This here is Elrod, where Jordan and I actually met.
I didn't actually go to Elrod, but I always knew it was over.
Actually, Jordan didn't go to Elrod, he was this time. I just would wait at the bus stop with Jordan.
Did you go to Elrod?
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's kind of ironic.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I see it was right there.
Another time, I think it was a bar bat mitzvah party. The bar bat mitzvah boy or girl had balloons as favors, and everyone, of course, immediately took off to the bathrooms and started making water balloons and throwing them around and just causing general havoc. Jordan on the dance floor with the bat mitzvah girl's relatives.
So I present a brief history of Jordan from college to the present by me. Our fraternity volunteered our pledge class to wait in line to get football tickets. Since that first day, Jordan and I were inseparable. Oh, but the celebration quickly came to a halt. We got our grades. Jordan's looked something like this. I graduated first and took off for medical school. Jordan stayed behind and finished his engineering degree. Science was his love, though, and he eventually got a job at Oceaneering Space Systems. Oceaneering quickly moved Jordan up and put him on the top-secret X-34 project. His job? To design this. It's so top-secret, nobody even knows what it does. For many years, every time I spoke with Jordan, I could tell something just wasn't right. And then, it happened. Smart, single, tall, Jewish woman new to Houston seeks tall, smart, Jewish, native Houstonian for evening jogs, romantic dinners, and a relocation to California. Well, as they say, the rest is history.
When we were campers, Jordan was always the one willing to steal for us. So we convinced Jordan to break into the dining hall to steal ice cream. What he would do, he would climb through a high window in the kitchen and steal these ice cream cones and bring them back to us. One time he got caught after he'd already gotten the ice cream, and the counselors made him eat all of the ice cream. Of course, it didn't affect his slender physique.
But the thing that I remember most about elementary school was the time that Jordan and this kid Kevin had this model rocket thing that would blow up. And so they set it off in Miss Sessome's class, and it caught, we had these desk bags, and this desk bag caught on fire. And Jordan got in trouble, and Kevin, I think, is now in reformatory school.
We saw these other little, smaller kids playing with fire. They were lighting newspapers on fire, and Jordan kind of cut me off from whatever I was going on about, and he walked over there, and I followed along, and Jordan started talking to them about how dangerous fire is.
I was in the hallway, no one else was there, I was getting a drink of water, I guess I had my hall pass, and I see this really, really big guy running down the hall, and he's carrying a racquetball. A few paces behind him, I see Jordan. Now, Jordan's pretty tall now, but at the time, he was a real shrimp. And he's running after this guy who was at least 20 times his size, yelling, "Give me back my racquetball!" And I yelled, "Jordan, don't do it, you're gonna be killed!" Next thing I know, Jordan tackles the guy. And I thought for sure this was the end of Jordan. And the guy got up, gave Jordan his ball, I guess he was impressed, and Jordan went away.
We just determined that none of us have been here since we were 14.
This has been half a lifetime, honestly.
It has.
Okay, well, now we're gonna go take you through all the places that Jordan got beat up. Oh, look, Clay, there's one. And then over here.
In this area.
I want to show you something over there.
Oh, also over here.
And the next thing I know, he was like this.
Jordan was also beaten up in this hallway.
Jordan took rubbing alcohol and poured it all over his arm. He lights himself on fire. Jordan's aflame. He runs through the girls' side of the cabin screaming, "I'm on fire! I'm on fire!" Jordan always liked fire.
You know, he had a paper route long before any of us did, and he even had one in high school. He was driving around in Bixel, throwing papers out.
Now we're driving Jordan's famous paper route. The one time I went with Jordan on his paper route, he threw a paper and hit a little girl in the back of the knees and knocked her to the ground.
What an accident.
John?
Yeah.
Is this the same Jordan Schwartz that I'm thinking of?
Jordan Schwartz?
Yeah. That's who we're doing the video for.
Oh! Oops. I thought, Jordan Schwartz. All right, I have a couple stories about Jordan Schwartz. At those barn bat mitzvahs, Jordan was the first one out of the sanctuary during the sermon. At that bat mitzvah party where there were the water balloons, Jordan was in charge of that as well. The time that we saw kids playing with matches, it was actually probably Jordan playing with matches, and the kids were telling their parents or something.
Oh my god, guys! Oh my god! Don't believe this! I'm so scared! I'm so terrified! Oh my god! I'm so terrified!